Good afternoon, Colorado. Welcome to a snowy Monday edition of What's for Lunch. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and today you need to be jealous because if you could smell what's going on in here, it is unbelievable. I got my boy Charlie here from Urban Village right behind my house. Welcome, Charlie.
Oh, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So he doesn't really need to say anything. I could do this whole episode without him because I love his food so much. But this dude is not only talented, he's also charming. So we're going to let you talk a little bit about yourself. Give us the history of you and where you came from.
My name is Charles Mani. People call me Chef Charlie. I'm from South India, from Chennai. I did my graduations over there. I started my career in Sheraton Group of Hotels. And then afterwards I moved to America.
New York City, right?
Yes, New York. I lived in New York past 14 years. I never cooked Indian food before I came to America. Since then I started to create my own version. Some of my best friends are strangers. I just wanted to learn from them what they don't like about Indian food, what are the things they are afraid about it, trying Indian food, and then I started to cook just like that for them. It's like everything what we make is nothing like we have a tradition in my food, but at the same time it's been created for everyone. Sometimes people say that it's a curry, I don't like spicy, I don't like butter, I don't like cream. So we try to more than just giving a delicious food. I always care about people's health. I know back in the days they say never trust a skinny chef. Now everybody want to be skinny. There's a one way you can stay like this with like me. Just come and enjoy my food. We more than a deliciousness, we try to create most a healthy version. We try to use the best ingredients. We try to make as much as gluten free. We try to make a vegan. That is why now the trend is changing towards that kind of food style. So we are creating everything that way.
How do you end up from New York City to Lone Tree?
I've been worked for a very long time without a break. So one of my best friends, he moved to Colorado a few years ago.
Okay.
And then he said that Colorado is one of the places where we needed to be. So when I came here to visit just for a month, and I fell in love with the mountains, I ended up staying over here. And just Colorado people is as nice as the weather over here. They're very helping. They're very nice.
When did Urban Village open?
Urban Village, we opened exactly a year. Last September we opened. We was doing pretty good before the pandemic. Now also we're doing pretty good. It's not like a something.
Tell them the exact address where you're located.
It's right by the Park Meadows.
Yeah, so it's Yosemite and Park Meadows Drive.
Yes, exactly.
Of course. Right behind my house.
Yes, it's my hometown as well.
And if you want to see more about him, actually, we did an episode of my show, Restaurants Near Me. You can see it on our YouTube channel at Our Community Now. He was in the episode for Lone Tree and same great food, and I'm so glad he brought my favorites. Let's jump into the food in no particular order. Let's just go with this guy over here. What'd you bring me for lunch?
Oh, I got a coconut curry. That's a South Indian and French fusion. And then I have your favorite lamb chops.
Whoa. Don't jump ahead on me here. What's in here?
That is a roasted butternut squash with a coconut curry.
So you put the rice in it,
yes,
kind of thing?
Yes, we can have it with the rice in it.
So you put the rice in it. And it's gluten-free?
Yes, it is a gluten-free and a vegan.
And not spicy?
Not spicy at all. Nothing is spicy.
Okay. What do we got here?
And that one is one of the top-selling item is like a Tandoori Chicken.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's like an Indian kind of barbecue chicken.
Oh, I don't think I've had that one yet.
Not yet.
All right. So you change your menu normally, what?
Every 3 months once. We try to have... I wanted to keep my menu just like Colorado. I'm going to have all the 4 seasons. Yeah,
and there's a few dishes that you're not allowed to take off. We'll get to those in a second.
Yes.
Okay, what do we got
And
here?
this is one of my top-selling item in the pot. It's not your grandma's butter chicken.
Okay, not your grandma's butter chicken.
Yes.
And this gluten-free as well.
That's not a gluten-free.
No?
No. That's the only dish is not a gluten-free or a vegan.
All right. And what's in here? Chicken?
Yes, chicken. It's similar kind of chicken tikka masala,
like a tikka
but
masala.
we call it a butter chicken.
I'm going to have a little bit of that. We'll save my favorites for last.
And that is another vegan dishes. Vegan and vegetarian is one of the traditional chickpeas masala. It's called a Chena Masala.
All right. These two dishes here are vying to make my top 10 for the year. I can't give you 2 of my top 10 because that would be not fair to everybody else. So I haven't decided yet which one it's going to be. People won't believe me. Like a kale salad could not be in your top 10 dishes of the year. But it is.
Yeah, there's a kale. That is how I created because kale is one of the most boring dishes. I wanted to create something boring out of more interesting.
And
That's
so
how I come
what's
up with
all
this
in here?
recipe.
Why is it so freaking good?
It is good because it's a crispy kale topped up with a sprouted lentils, mint and cilantro puree, tangy tamarind, and a chilled cumin yogurt. And then it's absolutely gluten free. It can be made as a vegan as well. The reason why it is so good is like most of the time people say is that as soon as you say it's a kale is the most boring item.
Yeah.
They never expect something to come out to be like that. My way of cooking is always surprise. Even when I created the dishes, even I was surprised about the outcome of it.
I mean, I like kale, but this, I would never think I'd put a salad, let alone a kale salad, in my top 10 dishes of the year. And every person I've made eat that, they're always like, what the heck?
Yes.
I'm like, I'm telling you, you're going to love it.
And this is
And
my
this is-
most favorite dishes because since I'm a pure non-vegetarian guy, I wanted to create something great out from the meat. So this is my favorite thing.
Tell them all what's in here.
We marinate this one as like an Italian and an Indian version. We create a pesto sauce but without the nuts. And then
Nut-free pesto,
Yes,
so
nut-free
good for the
pestos,
allergy
and
people.
then we use the Indian marinations. And then I don't want it to give it just like a tamarind and yogurt on the side. We created a world-class dishes. We have a beetroot dollops, carrot and ginger puree, and a basil emulsion, and a little bit of cucumber yogurt on the side.
And people would be shocked to know I've tried some of your brunch items. You don't normally think of an Indian restaurant for brunch. You didn't bring it today, but
Yes.
the sloppy Joe.
Yes, we make one of the best sloppy joe in the Indian version, and then people are surprised to try that when it comes with a fried egg on
Yeah,
the
the
top.
over easy egg on top of
Yes.
it. And you're like, what am I eating? This
So
is
that's what
just
like an
incredible.
Indian restaurants and Indian cuisine has been stereotyped for a certain kind of way. So I just wanted to break that kind of tradition, and then I wanted to show what Indian food is all about.
What are your hours there? Are you 7 days a week?
We work 7 days a week. We have a special lunch menus, totally different than our dinner menus.
But you
And
don't do the buffet, right?
No, I'm not. I'm totally against for the
No,
buffet.
me
I
too.
want people to enjoy a healthy and a most hygienic way. Buffets, according to me, I'm not against for the buffet, but I wanted to treat my guests as healthy as possible and cleanliness way.
Yeah. You doing delivery?
We don't do delivery
But
personally,
third
but
party?
we do have a Grubhub, we have Uber Eats, we have a DoorDash, and most of the people come and pick up as well. We do great on deliveries, and the lunch menu is totally different than things we make. Like a kebab platters, we have a bowls, and we have a rolls. I created that one mostly for the corporate people because people want to eat every day outside, but they cannot just spend a huge amount of the money. If I'm going to eat outside like 5 days a week, I cannot spend like $50-$60 a day. So we created majorly for the corporate people, keeping them in the mind since they want to eat every day outside.
It's a really attractive restaurant too, and you serve wine there, I think, right?
Yes,
And-
we do have a wine. We don't even just have a regular wines. We want to cover everyone. We even serve vegan wines in our restaurant.
Are you? Do you take reservations?
Yes, we do take a reservation.
website?
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays is mostly I would recommend everyone to take a reservation. Otherwise, it's very hard for us to accommodate anyone.
What's your website?
It's Urban Village
Urban
Restaurant. Urban Village Restaurant.
All right. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, it's happy to have you all. Happy to see
Love
you
this
all.
guy. Love his
Thank you.
restaurant. Check him out. Urban Village in Lone Tree. Now the question is, what am I going to eat? I'm going to eat it all. I can promise you that. Do you think I should eat the lamb on camera?
Yes, that's his favorite.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of What's for Lunch. Let's eat. Oh, that pesto.